Okay, we're gonna try our best to make this a form of miniature trend going on for summoners or YouTubers. Um, and I'm a small one, but technically I'm still one. So, yeah. Uh, First Drew Bagel, and then Sean B. Maybe someone else might be doing it right now or uploading one right now. I don't know. I can see YDCB doing one probably. But we're doing top 10 monsters you regret 6-starring. Do I even have 10 that I regret? I could do 5, but I don't know if I could do 10. I'm going to try my best to do top 10 monsters I regret 6-starring. We'll start off with number 1, Ileana. And we want to start off with number 10. We'll start with number 1, we'll work our way down to number 10. Ileana is the number 1 6-star I regret the most for building. One... disclaimer. I'm nowhere near as good of a player as the other YouTubers are. They are much stronger than me. They have much higher rune quality than me. So, initially, this is for a not a late game standpoint, but more of a mid game standpoint. Mid, about to leave mid game standpoint. Alright, but number 1, Ileana. Why Ileana? She doesn't have many uses. She has, like, some, very few. There are much better picks than her. Let's see, skill 1. Drew Bagel went across Ileana also. He has a really good point with her. Like, initially, she seems good, but there's so many better picks for her than her herself. The first skill, it just gives glancing it. Second skill, it makes it so another ally or her herself would go instantly. Refills their attack bar fully. Skill 3 gives invincibility for 2 turns on 1 unit, and the rest of them will get endure for 1 turn. So, invincibility for 2 turns, okay, sweet, perfect for Katarina, but there's still Quebezanu, there's still Katarina, much better than her. Yeah. Initially, Drew Bagel said that she could get reworked. Yes, I agree with him so much. She would be better if she got reworked. So, yeah, she's just a mess right now. Just a mess. Alright, so, number 1, Ileana. Number 2, who did I say number 2 is? I can name off so many different things right now that I regret building. I'm gonna... Water-wise, do I have anything that I regret building in the water? Teor. Don't judge me. Teor is really good for the most part. For me, not so much. For others, yeah, he's really good. For me, I don't use him. Not even joking, I don't use him. The only reason why he ever gets built is because someone else builds him for me. I just never use him. I don't see why other people build him for me. But, yeah. This is what he has right now. I just don't care for him. But, by far, Teor would have to place number 2. I built him because everyone says he's good. I've asked 2 different people to ruin my account, specifically Teor. And still, I just don't use him. He's not useful for me. It's like, yeah, he's great in Giants. He's great. Was it Giants? He can be great in Giants. He's great in Dragons and blah, 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 blah. He's great as a farmer. Good for him to be great as a farmer. I have better farmers. For instance, Alicia. For other instance, Asima. I have better farmers. I don't need Teor as a farmer. Giants. I don't need him. Dragons. Again, I don't need him. That's what twins are for. Necro? Well, there you go. Twins again. But does anyone even use Teor and a Necro? I swear there must be at least one person out there that has used Teor and Necro. There must be. So yeah, number 2 is Teor. Don't judge me. Number 3. Number 3 would have to be Emma. Emma's good. But the only reason why I ever built her was for raids. And she's not good for that. Like, she's decent, but really she doesn't have a real use in raids. Like, some can argue, well, she gives glancing, she heals, she gives defense and shield. Yeah, okay. Or I could just keep her out, put something better in. Like, Colleen. Got attack break, heal break, she heals, and attack buffs. Or I could just take her out completely and put another damage dealer in. So by far, would she be number 3? Yeah, she'd have to be number 3. I built her. I used her for a bit. And then that was it. I don't use her anymore. She's just there. Scrolling over to the next section here. Do I regret anyone in this area? I was about to say Rakan, but I do use him sometimes. Not that much, but I do use him sometimes. This section, there's a few. We'll start off with this girl. Melissa. She's good. Don't get me wrong. She is good. She's good in Giants. She's been used, I forget where it was. Sean B showed her off in some other areas. But Melissa, she can be used. She's decent. For me, I built her. 6-starter. Awakened her. And then I just put some runes on her, and that was it. I don't use her. I never will. Probably. I know, rune quality is pretty bad, but I will probably just never use her, because for me, she has no use. At the moment. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. We're at 4. Oh wait, 4 out of 10. Oh, this is tricky. Jhin. 6-starred. Awakened him, of course. Have I put any skill ups on him? I think I put some skill ups on him. Yeah, some. Not many. Basically, speed, good damage, attack. Nothing crazy. He doesn't got like any specific speed subs anywhere. No, not really. But Jhin would have to be number 5. I built him. I used him. I technically still do use him. But where he gets used is very, very, very limited. The only reason why I built him was because, well, I didn't really have any interesting light dark units, so I was like, yeah, I'll build them. He's number 5. Number 6 number 6 and 7, they're technically both tied, but it's a tie in between the light homunculus, the support homunculus, and Ethna. Support homunculus, I bought that on Violent. What was it, Violent Will? It might have been Violent Will. After seeing Whitey's video with the homunculus, Fenyang, Wind Panda, and was it Veligil? Yeah, I think Veligil. Yeah, Veligil. That's the only reason I built her. Initially, the team worked nicely, but again, that was the only reason why I built her, so yeah. I stopped using that team a while back, like 2 or so years back. So it kind of just, it fell off the wagon. So by far, I'd say I regret 6-starring her. I should also mention this before I move on. Alright, switch to Ethna first. Some of these monsters, they are good. They're good. They have uses, especially on my list. They're good. They have uses. But these are the monsters that I regret 6-starring. Like, some of them don't have their uses. Like, for example, Ileana. But some, they still have some uses. They're not as, some aren't as used. Some are more used, but for me, they're either never used or they were only used once or twice. For example, Teor. He's good. Don't get me wrong. He is good, but he's irrelevant for me. Alright, Ethna. I think I actually, no, never mind. I think I actually made her max skilled. Why did I do that? Never mind, no, I didn't. Alright, Ethna. Just to be honest, Ethna, what can I really say about her? First skill, it's just a normal skill. Puts a dot. Second skill was a defense break that she does. Defense break for 2 turns. She does increase her own attack bar, so she could have some use there. And then she does remove beneficial effects and stuns. She has uses. She's decent. But for me, I just don't use her. I don't have any place to use her. Some would argue that she's good in some cases of Arena. Some would argue that she's good in some cases of RTA or guild stuff. For me, no. Completely useless. RTA comes, she is, Ethna is one of the last things I'll pick. Like, not even joking. I will pick Halphus over her. Halphus is somewhat relevant. Sometimes I'll pick Ileana over her. Yes, I've picked Ileana. Back then, not nowadays. But Ethna, she's not a monster I'll ever really pick for anything. I've never used her. Well, I can't say I've never used her. I've never used her for a longer period of time. Like Kritash, for example. I use him. I only use him in guild stuff. I don't use him in arena or anything. But I only use him in guild stuff. He has his area of the game that I use him in. I don't use him that often because it's only 3 times a day. Ethna, I tried her RTA, arena, guild content, nothing. She's just another monster for me. So we're at 1, 2, 3. This was number 7. Number 7, Jesus. Alright, many people are gonna hate me for this being my number 8, but he's number 8, okay? Technically, it should have went the other way around, from 10 to 1, but he's number 8. I use him. I used him. I used. I should have just really just did top 5 that I regret. Because I don't know who I'm going to do for the other 2. Leo, he's good. He has his uses. But remember, this is, for me, top 10 that I regret making 6-star. Not that others will regret. Some people don't regret 6-starring him. But then those people also have runes for him or have real uses for him. He's just not useful for me. I've had the worst luck ever with him. Every single time I ever take him in, usually the enemy whatever, Megan, Bastet, Wusa, is usually always on Will. So it's like, what's the point of him? He's just there. Just there to do a little bit of damage. He's not built fully. He's just, he's there. He can be nice. But for me, he's one of the monsters I regret building. And there's many things on like, Leo soloed this, Leo soloed that. Those were vampire Leos. If it's not vampire, it's not going to solo anything. Now, I was going to make a joke and say, China! But never mind. I'm not going to do that. I'm not that mean. El Sharion is number 9 for top 10 monsters I regret 6-starring. El Sharion, I built him once. Since then, I've used him a tad bit. And then after that, free rune move came along. I de-ruined him. And he's just been sitting there. Doing nothing. He's just sitting there. It's like all the other monsters. He has no use for me. Now others, they've managed to find uses for him. Like some use him in RTA, some uses him in arena offenses and defense. More of defenses than offenses, but he's used. I'm not saying he's bad, but he is the top 10 that I do in the top 10 I do regret. Number 10. Wait, why am I going to this side? 10 and 11 are technically tied. Technically, they're tied. All the free-to-play people out there are going to hate me for this. I'll just do number 10. Number 11, I will say, is Ran. That's my number 11. But we're not going to go into the reason why. This is number 10. Yeah, this is number 10. Does he still have his runes on? He still has his basic runes on. Wow, okay. Wait, no, we don't. Nah, never mind. Like, he still has his basic stuff on. Never mind. Not quite. But this guy, came out. I used him a tad bit. What can I really say? Big hype went up about him, saying, oh, he's good for farming Fayman and this and that. My one friend managed to make a really nice violent one. I popped it in Fayman, popped it in with 2 level 1 3-stars, and he died. He died. Okay then. Yeah, he's really good for farming that Fayman. Okay, well. He died in Fayman. How does one die in Fayman? Okay, well, that initially dropped him down a notch. After hearing it from Drew Bagel and some other YouTubers saying, oh, he's great for farming and low-level players. Right. Okay. Really, for me, his only use is that leader skill. If he didn't have that leader... Okay, I don't know exactly where it cut off, but we'll just basically go back to where I think we cut off. So... What was that? Alright, initially, him crapping out, just farming Fayman. It dropped his bar low. I might have already said this. If I did, I'm sorry. But it dropped his bar fairly low for what I expected of him. If it wasn't for his leader skill, he'd be useless. Literally, even though he doesn't get used at all. He has uses, don't get me wrong, but for me, he's not useful. What? Oh, Labyrinth. Never mind. Like, wait, what? Someone else getting no rank 1 stuff. Some people would say, he's great in Wind Beast. I've tried him in Wind Beast. With my monsters? No, he's shit. He is shit. He has... Yes, he has the skill 3. It can be nice. But, for me, it doesn't do shit. It literally doesn't do shit. So, yeah. That's my top 10. The number is a little mixed up. Some people are actually technically a bit more higher and some a bit more lower. But yeah, Emma, Tayor, don't judge me. I am sorry. Really, no fire. Interesting. Leo, again, don't judge me. Ethna, Melissa, Jin, Ileana, Elsharion, Homu, and Airjar. I probably missed one monster here or there. But, yeah, that's my top 10. If you somehow made it to the end of this video without getting bored out, please push the subscribe button. It'll help out a lot. Thanks, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.